Hey, folks, if you haven't heard about Anchor, let me tell you, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. I'm recording these intros on my phone. It's wild. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you on all the mediums. It can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Those are the only two I know, but there's those and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So what you need to do is go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Do it!
Are you working on any hot bits?
Yeah, I'm trying to rework that. Trying to work that pool thing into a longer bit, but I haven't really gotten very far on it yet.
Pool of blood.
Yeah, the idea about like if someone dies in a house, people are like, "I'm not buying that house," but someone died in there. But if someone died in a pool, no one's like, "Someone died there." It's like, who cares? It's a pool. Like.
It's still so funny to me.
So I was trying to like go at it from a more personal angle, talk about how like make fun of us for having an above ground pool, and then talk about how much cooler it is to have an in ground pool because of the guy that died in the pool, because that's what happened across the street. And I think maybe if I set it up more with like some more silly jokes up front, I can get into it way easier than just opening with like, you know, like how people die in a pool.
Yeah. It's also like you could make it silly afterward too, because you're like, because you know, like a haunted house is like, ooh, it's cold over here, you know, whatever. But like an in-ground pool, you're like, it's summer, like ooh, it's cold in here. It's like it's a fun, like, I feel like it's the same reaction because like, you know, you get in the water, it's cold or whatever. Like, yeah. Oh, it's cold over here.
I was almost thinking like, no one drowns but then little kids will drown. That's too dark. But like, no one really drowns in a above ground pool, but people won't buy that house just because they're like, it has an above ground pool.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking maybe if I could bring it full circle like that, maybe some way. I need like an actual punchline, but like that's just the theme I was thinking of taking it as more like personal.
It's not a bad idea. Maybe it's just not even like, maybe it's just simpler. Like it's like, you don't even need to bring the above ground stuff in. I think.
Well, I just thought if I could get more jokes out of it, I'll just.
Yeah. But maybe like, I think it might be dampening the punchline of the other thing. So it's like, you could say like, you know, when somebody dies in a house, people are like, I don't want that house. Somebody died in there. But like my uncle died in our pool. And
our house sold quick.
They're like, this has a pool? We're like, yeah, somebody died in it. They're like, it's not in there, right? They're like, yeah. Okay.
Chlorine, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, chlorine. Yeah, the chlorine makes it okay. The chlorine is very much like the, what is that called when you, like, what is it called when they light the thing on fire and they like go through the house with it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Is it, you mean like the thing?
Sage. It's sage. It's like sage. Yeah, it's sage.
I was thinking of like when they put stuff on the ground around the thing to keep the spirit and like they can't escape that area.
Yeah. It's like a saging. The chlorine is saging the dead body out of the pool.
That's fun. Yeah, saging could be a fun word to.
Yeah.
Make it more specific like that. It'd be better.
Yeah, because it's like, because that's what I thought when you said personal. Because then you could be like, you know, maybe you could be like, you know, somebody died in an above ground pool that I knew. and whatever. Like nobody wants to buy that.
And I don't know him anymore for that matter. That's my Norma.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he died. He died. More or less.
I used to know, and I don't know.
But I still do too. Norma Hedberg.
But she's not dead. The wrong Hedberg died.
Yeah, I like that. I've always loved that joke. So I think that's fun.
Yeah, I only really got to do it once because we had like one outdoor open mic before the thing shut down again. So I want to try to bring it back, but it wasn't really connecting. So yeah, I mean, I guess it was my neighbor, and he was, because I was going to kind of, but I could just make it my uncle. I mean, he was kind of like our uncle, I guess.
Just say, just make it your uncle. It's fucking not was worth going through the words of saying.
I got so many jokes where it's just, they're like, how many uncles does this guy have?
I got a big family, yeah. It's funny. I mean, it's funny to have a bunch of uncles. Yeah, that's fun.
Well, then maybe it'd be funny because if I do later, if I try to do that.
Oh, glad he's dead.
But I was also thinking of adding in that, like, my uncle being like breast cancer line.
Oh yeah, right. But it's also like, I was just thinking about, then he lost his legs, but it's like, why would you get in a pool without any legs? That could be like a great callback.
Yeah. That's why it'd be fun. I could actually like throw in extra jokes.
Right.
Now I have all this uncle stuff.
Right. Yeah, you just have a bunch of uncles dying in very strange circumstances.
Yeah, what's funny
is breast cancer is not that strange.
Well, what's funny is that when I was doing that depression, like the suicide book, or like that, I was like, it's gonna be a children's book because I suck at writing or whatever. I would like read a stanza of it, and the stanzas would always do pretty well, and unless it was like an older crowd, they were kind of turned off. But people my age seem to love when you joke about suicide. But the one line that always got kind of weird and only like some people seemed to laugh was when I was like comparing it to like, it's just like Dr. Seuss when you found out he used to be racist, just really awful stuff. And then like now that's like,
yeah, now it's like
everybody's like, Dr. Seuss was a racist. I'm like, oh, maybe people didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think people knew. People didn't know. That's why.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that'll work better now. I don't.
Yeah, I think so. Give it a shot.
Yeah, I got to dig that one back out.
That'll be topical.
That's why I'm topical before it's topical.
I was trying to work on something. I don't know how to approach this, but it's very funny to me. Is that I'm trying to be more body positive now. I didn't used to be, but then I got fat. So now I'm like, big is beautiful, right? That's what you guys said. I'm holding you to it. I'm a plus size king, whatever you need.
I thought you were going to go the other way, which is actually probably way more meaner, but...
What were you going to say?
Like, I'm trying to be more body positive, so I've really been stuffing my fat face, just trying to get bigger, bulk up.
That's funny. But then I was like thinking, like, you don't see that in anything else, though. You know what I mean? Like some guy was like, yeah, I used to be racist, but then I got my 23andMe back. And it turns out I was pretty tough on the Mexicans. That was no bueno for me. Like it's like a weird... But it's like I used to make fun of fat people, but then I got fat. So I'm like, fuck, I should start making fun of like rich people or something. Start making fun of fucking people who get their oil changed on time.
Well, see, my rule was always like, I would only make fun of people that were fatter than me. Like, There's like a hierarchy of like fat.
Yeah, fat.
Like,
yeah.
It's like I can still make fun of fat people as long as they're fatter than I am.
I just think there's something funny about not being body positive until I got fat. But I don't know if it's funnier for it to be me or if it's funnier to be my friends.
What if you did it what's the first line you say? Like, I'm becoming, or I become more body positive?
I'm trying to be more body positive.
What if you're like, because I've been reading a lot of stuff and then you're like, no, I'm just kidding. I got fat. That's why I'm body positive. Like, you start leading them down.
Yeah, that could be funny. That could be good. Because I found that, you know, like I didn't know like how much words affected fat people, you know, and I didn't know that it was hurting people's feelings. Now I'm fucking around. I just got fat and now I want people to think I'm hot. Yeah. Trying to be more body positive because I got fat and I want people to think I'm fucking sexy. I thought the 23andMe thing was funny. Just the guy that used to be racist. Yeah. I found out I'm Mexican. But I wasn't sure if it was funnier like me saying that or like it would be funny if like, you know, my friends are trying to be more body positive since I got fat. Because they used to make fun of fat people all the time and now they don't bring it up.
Now they won't even address the elephant in the room, but that's
give me a call. I thought about opening my set like that.
Give me a call. What?
No, elephant in the room has a question. What? How are you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, and then you could go into your body positive. Well,
yeah,
it could all. Yeah.
I also thought about opening my set by saying, I didn't take my Lipitor today, so you guys got to be cool or I'm going to have a heart attack. But yeah, so that was that. You got another joke you're working on?
Not really. Not at the moment.
Oh, look at you.
Well, I got a couple things I'm like writing, but I'm not working on anything new.
Yeah. Sorry.
I've been writing sketches and stuff.
Is this
I do want to say, I've had this thought in the car. Sorry. I don't know if it's funny, but it's because the body positive reminded me. I was thinking, like when someone says like, I'm not racist, I have a black friend. But you never hear like, if we're talking about body positive images, you never hear like a woman be like, I can make fun of guys with small penises. I have a friend with a small penis. Because then other friends are like, is she talking about me? Who the fuck? Like they'd all be.
That's probably how the black people feel too. Yeah, but that's also like saying like, hey, I can talk about small penises. I have a friend with a small penis, and then you definitely know that person's not black.
Yeah, that's true. That's funny.
Oh, cool. So you have two friends, is what you're saying. You're okay. Yeah. You have a white and a black friend. Okay, you're not racist. Whatever, we get it.
Well, maybe that could turn into a bit.
Yeah.
That could be fun. You can go now.
No, you're good. I want you to throw stuff at me. Is this anything? So I was thinking about how like COVID's the first public health crisis that like affected me personally. Cause like it used to be just stuff like, they'd be like, there's E. coli in the romaine lettuce. And then I had to be like, oh no, I guess I can't have a salad. Yeah. And they'd be like, no, we have like iceberg lettuce. And I'd be like, I don't trust it. Not since the Titanic. But which I don't know if that's too stupid, but, there's just some.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the funny thing about that, well, it's not funny. The technical thing about that is that iceberg lettuce, has no fucking nutritional value. So eating it's pointless.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. Yeah.
It's just like water. It's like next you're gonna tell me I need to drink more water.
But it was like the romaine lettuce thing, and then also there was Flint's water is contaminated, and I had to be like, oh no, is there a Mountain Dew plant in Flint? No? Oh, okay. Is there... I'm just trying to think of all the stuff that I just really like being oh no.
Yeah, I like that too. It's a fun. It reminds me of the Stuart Huff thing where he's going through all the history of the people, and he keeps going, oh, she shouldn't have done that or whatever. And then by the time
I should have added a punchline.
By the time he gets to the third one, though, he's getting a laugh just off that because of the fucking...
Yeah. I think I thought the Flint thing was funny just because is there a... oh, no. Is there a Mountain Dew plant in Flint? I'm trying to think of another one that was a public health crisis.
You got the water, the romaine.
The fucking bird flu. I'm like, oh,
vaccinations.
no.
That's a hoax, but it's vaccinations cause autism. Oh no.
Oh no. What if you're already autistic? Will it undo
the frying pan effect? Yeah, where they hit him on the head again and it...
It's just pretend. I have to pretend to care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat salads. I don't drink water, which neither of those are true. I had a salad today, and I'm also currently drinking water.
I get it, but you don't have to lie to me about what's in that cup. It's okay.
It's water, baby. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in hours.
I have a code red for breakfast, a voltage for lunch, and a live wire for dinner to keep me jolted.
I have a live wire before I fuck my girlfriend.
A real live wire in the bedroom. I mean, we have Mountain Dew.
Yeah. We treat my penis like a downed power line. We're like, oh, we got to stay away from it.
That's funny. A downed power line?
Yeah, my girlfriend treats my penis like it's a downed power line. I don't even know what the setup to that would be, but...
I feel like a sex offender's penis is like a downed power line because I got to go warn the whole neighborhood.
See, that's too dark, though. It's too,
Well, I didn't say what kind of sex offender.
They're all bad. So there's that. I got another one that I think is really fucking relatable, but I don't know how funny it is. But I go out to eat with my family all the time, and my mom always just takes the worst blurry pictures every time. It's no fucking it's the moments are going by so fast she can't capture them. It's that's how blurry they are. You know what I mean? It's really life is moving too fast. I can't get it with my phone.
I wish I could remember who. Maybe it was I don't know if it was your mom. Somebody I was making fun of because I was like, what is this blurry picture just the other day?
It's probably my mom.
And it might have been one of your mom's pictures, actually.
It might have been, yeah, dude. It was probably one of my mom's pictures. But if this is the bit part of it, I think. But if it was like, if a conspiracy theorist found my mom's page, they would fucking have a field day. You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, we have a fucking Mothman sighting at from Facebook user Tammy Hammond at Outback Steakhouse. It's just a picture of my dad putting on a jacket. You know what I mean? Like,
I like that a lot.
my mom like posts a picture like, look at my beautiful kids, and it looks like Bigfoot's hugging the Loch Ness monster, just me and my sister.
She's like Peter Parker. They're like, how do you get such these great blurred pictures of all these?
Yeah, right. But then, you know, without fail, if somehow her phone outsmarts the human error, right? And it fucking takes like a good picture. It's always the fucking like worst picture. It's always like the worst, most clear picture of us being the ugliest fucking family of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like I'll have 19 chins. My dad will look like he just said a racial slur. And then my sister's passed out drunk, which is true, but like we don't want that out there. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm like trying to think of like what, but then the caption will be like "proud mama" or whatever, you know, like, but I'm trying to think of like what the third one of that could be. But yeah, my dad is making the face as someone who just said a racial slur. That was funny. I was like, well, maybe it should be my sister has 19 chins. I look like I'm passed out drunk at the table. Yeah. I look like the fucking guy from Goonies. I'm trying to think, like, yeah, it's like I have a lazy eye for no reason. Like, my sister's got 19 chins. My dad just has the face of someone who just said a racial slur. Which is, you know, true, but why are you taking pictures at that time, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Just the tag. I mean, that's already... I like got a lazy eye. My sister has 19 chins. My dad looks like someone had a racial slur. And the caption will always say something like, you know, mama's proud.
Proud mama.
Or it's a Hammond thing. Or it's...
Yeah, so like, yeah, if a conspiracy theorist, they would have a field day. There needs to be something at the top of this joke. Cause like I go out to dinner with my family a lot. My mom will always take the worst blurry pictures. And I said the moments line to my dad. It's like the moments are moving too fast and she just can't capture them. Like, yeah. That got a laugh from them and Stacy, but it's like, that doesn't mean anything.
Right. Cause I don't know. It's like cute, but,
it's cute. Yeah. But it feels like there's something else right there.
Maybe like it's so weird that it's blurry because look at me. Like my whole family looks like this. We all sit pretty still. Like we're not.
If you look at my family, it doesn't look like we move a lot.
Yeah.
Like, why is it so blurry? If you saw my family, you'd be like, these guys don't move at all. It's weird. So that could be a bit. So, okay. Let me tell you this fucking goddamn... I'm working on the ending to the snake joke.
Right.
The beginning is crushing. The beginning is fucking bop, 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 bop. It's good. So I do this happened to me recently. Someone told me I look like I own a snake, and that gets a laugh. And then I go, I don't know if you've ever had a one sentence intervention before. That gets a laugh. That shit changed my life. And then I go, when I found out I looked like I own a snake, I became a different person, dude. I stopped eating dinner at the gas station. I got my GED. I sold my snake. Laugh, right? Yeah. We're good. That is cut and dry. That's a good joke. There we go. But then I go, Also, that shit happened to me at a vape shop. And do you realize what it's like to be called like the snake guy at a vape shop? And then I'm trying to make, and this is the comparison I wrote. I haven't tried this yet. The thing I said Sunday was, that's like being called, it's like being told you're too high to work at Taco Bell, which didn't hit, which I thought that was like, I was like, oh, it's like, yeah, man, we all are. You know what I mean? Like everyone here is. How am I being singled out? So the thing I originally came up with that Stacy laughed at was it's like being told you're the ugliest person at your family reunion.
Yeah, we talked about that one last week, and I liked that because you're like, all you people look like me, and
yeah, we all look alike. Yeah. Like it's like, what do you mean? But Shalafu sort of said, he's like, yeah, but like, you know, like there's always like a hot person at your family reunion. And I was like, maybe at yours. I don't know, you fucking weirdo.
None of my family's attractive to me.
But then he was like, well, maybe make it simpler. Maybe it was like getting called the ugly twin. But I was like, I don't know. That seems like that is a phenomenon, though. Getting called ugly by
ugly
your twin
is could just mean there was a mistake with the birthing. I was like,
right,
you're the one that got fucked up.
Yeah, you're the one who came out first.
Man,
but I think the ugliest person at your family reunion.
Yeah,
it's like being called that because you're like, we all look the same. We all look alike. Like it's like, I don't know what you mean. Because being the snake guy at a vape shop is like being called the ugliest person at your. That's basically the joke. So being the snake guy at the vape shop is like being the ugliest person at your family reunion. It's like we all look alike.
I like that better than ugly twin, though.
Yeah, I do too. I'm trying to
think of a line that ties it back to the
well, that's what I was hoping we all look alike would.
Yeah.
Tie it into both. But then the other angle I thought of, but it would require more, but you know, do you realize what it's like to be the snake guy at the vape shop? That means I'm the king of the vape shop.
Yeah.
I'm the fucking alpha, dude, at the vape shop. So that's why I was like, oh, ugliest. The family reunion seems to be the only thing. I mean, I tried the Taco Bell thing and that didn't work.
I feel like a vape shop's got to be the one place where it's impossible to, like, you could walk up to anyone there and be like, excuse me, do you work here? Like, it's like the only place where you'd mistake everyone in there for an employee.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, you know how, like, at, like, Target, if you're wearing a red shirt, people will think you work
and you
there.
Look sad, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, if at, like, a vape shop, if they see, if they see you got, like, a fucking Monster Energy drink tattoo, they're like, hey, do you work here?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like anyone in a vape shop, they could just, if you have a vape, I'd be like, oh, do you work here?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's just got to be something. There's got to be something right there. I feel like there is something to the fact that it happened at a vape shop.
Yeah, I mean, the connection I really like because, all those people look like, well, I mean, anyone with tattoos looks like they own a snake, but to be the snakiest person.
The snakiest guy at the vape shop, ugliest person at a family reunion, we all look alike. It's like the gayest village person.
Yeah, but they kick that guy out, right? You're too gay for the village people.
Yeah, it's like being told you're too gay for the Village People. Yeah, I don't know. Is there more? Like, I also like I have another angle on it too afterwards, where I asked my friend, I was like, "Hey, do I look like I own a snake?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think you look like a snake." And I was like, "I don't think you've seen a snake, man."
Yeah.
But it's also like that's like such a shitty. It's such a shitty fucking, snakes are not good to like look, you know what I mean? That's a bad, you look like a fucking untrustworthy
You look like you person. Eat your food whole.
Basically what he's saying is, I look like I eat my food whole. That's funny. That's fucking funny. Yeah. That's a good tag. That might actually be able to replace the other part. I don't even know, if I can't figure out the vape part, I could just be like, it's fucking bothering me, man. I asked my friend the other day, I was like, "Hey, do I look like I own a snake?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think you look like a snake," which is just like another thing now I have to think about. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a whole nother, which basically what he meant is I look like I eat my food whole. So that's good. I look like I eat my food whole. That's funny. Yeah, I just unhinge my jaw and fucking shove it in there. Like I'm a fucking cartoon eating a goddamn sandwich. Like, but I was also thinking, like, fucking snakes.
Man, if you really are killing with that bit, though, you can kind of just do all that and like really just.
Yeah. Yeah, with
snowball,
the fucking
like I just done, like the little axe out you were just doing. You could probably actually get away with that on stage if you're really like crushing.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'll write down the cartoon eating a sandwich. But yeah, I think that's fun. That's a fun. I mean, it's basically saying I look like I eat my food whole. I just unhinge my jaw and let it in there. That's great. That's really funny. I was thinking also though, like, but it's like, fuck you, dude. I don't look like a snake. You know what I mean? Cause like, that's the devil. Like, that's what the devil is. He was a snake. You know what I mean? And I don't look like I'd ever tell somebody to eat an apple. I
like that too.
Snake is like the devil, and
I would never suggest apples. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I would never tell someone to eat an apple. I'm a big fat fucking bitch.
That's fun.
Yeah, that could be fun. So I did the fucking and Shalafu gave me a punchline for one of my jokes, and it just it couldn't have bombed harder.
What is it?
Couldn't have. So I did that I made that send nudes thing into a bit.
Oh yeah.
About like the send news or whatever. So I was out of town and I texted my girlfriend send nudes, but it autocorrected to send news. So she just sent me that video of Joe Biden falling up the stairs, and all of that's doing great. Like, it's like, yeah, that's funny. That's a funny thing. And then I was like, as much as I wanted to, I couldn't jerk off to that. Believe me, I tried. And like that did good. But then I was like, so I had to just pull, this is the thing Shalafu gave me. So I had to pull up stuff I usually jerk off to on my phone, just like videos of Joe Biden stuttering. And when he said it on the phone, we both laughed. It
sounds like it would be funny.
It should be. The fucking dog. It did. I mean, that was the one part of my set that like truly.
The weekend or at the bar?
At the bar.
Oh. Well, I mean, you said that was hard to.
Yeah, but it was like still like.
But if the bit was getting momentum, that's probably
the bit was getting momentum, and then But I was thinking I cut that part off, and then just because I wrote another part of it, like it's like like nudes to news is the worst autocorrect of all time. You know what I mean? Because it went from the best thing you can get on your phone to the worst thing you can get on your phone. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like if I had ordered a porn in my hotel room, like Backyard Babes 80 or whatever they're called, you know? And then I went to play it, and then it was just Anderson Cooper 360. Like,
he's a backyard babe, though, isn't he?
Yeah, well, which is the name of my favorite sexual position, but that's not the point.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, I did the Anderson Cooper 360 thing because, again, that made us both fucking die laughing. And I'm like, yeah, that's funny. But I thought that the Backyard Babes 80 and Anderson Cooper 360 would be funny because of the numbers, and nudes to news. But
yeah, I like it. Where does your joke end before the Shalafu part comes up? Is it just him falling up the stairs and then falling
up the stairs and be like, I couldn't jerk off to that as much as I wanted to. I couldn't jerk off to that. Believe me, I tried. You know, just
like he did, getting up the stairs. Oh man.
So I had to pull up, stuff I usually jerk off to, like Joe Biden shuffling down a ramp.
What if he said, like, believe me, I tried, but hopefully tomorrow's news will be better or something? Or, I don't know.
I mean, the beginning of this joke would also just constantly be changing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, the thing that's funny now is Joe Biden falling up the stairs.
Right.
But, in a week, it's probably going to be whatever. You know what I mean? The boat getting stuck in the Suez Canal. The fucking, you know what I mean? Like, right. Whatever
well, the joke
thing
would
is.
Always be, so you want to keep the...
Because I can keep the ending, I can keep. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, there is more to it. Like I said, it's just me watching Anderson Cooper 360, waiting for it to turn into a porn. Someone's like, God, this dialogue has gotten better, but political. It's weird. Is this a solo scene? When is this twink going to get railed?
Yeah.
But I think that could be like a fun ending to it. But,
yeah.
So that could be like constant, but the beginning is going to, constantly change because of whatever's in the news.
But do you want your punchline to always be the same, or are you going to always update the punchline too?
I would like the punchline to be the same. That would rule if I could just change the news article. Oh, I added more to that Batman thing too that I didn't do because I wasn't feeling confident. I had got the fucking mass controversial line to work, so I was like, I'm getting out on that part. It's sort of that idea we were talking about a long time ago about how, like, Batman... Because, like, really, how much would the universe change if Batman was racist?
Yeah.
It wouldn't really change at all, because what do rednecks and racists like to fight against? Environmentalists, scientists... jokers, riddlers, all the women in the universe would still be villains. Like, really, the only thing that would be different is that the bat signal, like, it would be kind of weird that there was a cross on top of Gotham Police Department. But then they light it on fire, which might be a little too on the nose for a police department. But I should have said that at the fucking...
That would have been... That's really funny, because the police are also in the clans.
Yeah, right. But that's also a part of the joke that I could only do in certain...
The Batman always shows up to the cross burning, wherever it is, just because he's,
yeah, black man.
Culture, or black
it's also
man,
though, but it's also like black man. Black man shows. That would be the only time a black man showed up to a cross burning.
It's fun, but oof, it's
a little heavy.
Yeah,
it's a little heavy.
People are really kind of
sensitive cunts.
Stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably just keep it at the blackface joke. End it on the silly blackface material.
It's fun though. I like it. I'm glad it worked because It's funny.
Yeah, well, the black man thing didn't work.
I thought that was the whole point of the joke.
It is, but the tag worked. I think with a real audience, it'll work. Like with like real people.
Yeah.
You know, that aren't pussies.
Yeah, I mean, you got to try it more than once for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, you know.
Speaking of racists and whatever, I like unfollowed my mom's cousin because he just posted all this. I mean, he posts this crazy Trump shit all the time, and I was like, whatever. But then, like, when the BLM stuff started, he started like getting real racist sounding and all this stuff, and so I was just like, well, I'm blocking you. I don't need to talk to you. We're not even close or anything, you know. And then I noticed because I forgot to block his wife too, or whatever, and she posted the other day that they got approved to be like a foster parents for kids, and I was just like, does nobody check foster parents like social media? Like, that feels like that's something you should definitely know what people are posting online.
They'll probably only give them white kids.
So that's what I was wondering. If they're like whites only, and it's like a weird reverse racism thing.
Yeah. Who's got that joke, Microscene, where, you know, when you see a fucking white couple,
they're
that has
heroes,
like an Asian baby, it doesn't feel like they're showing off, you know?
Yeah.
Like a white one. How is everybody going to know we're heroes?
That's a good joke. I was thinking about that too. Cultural appropriation is like a weird thing to accuse, because like, what if you were like adopted? Like, what if you were raised by Mexican people and then you're like, someone's accusing you of like cultural appropriation? You're like, I grew up.
Or like the beginning of the begining of The Jerk. Exactly. I grew up a poor black child. That's the fucking first line of that movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny. I grew up a poor black child.
I need to rewatch that. I haven't seen that forever.
Dog, that's probably one of I think that's my favorite comedy of all time. It's so fucking funny. He hates these cans. Yeah. He's shooting these cans.
I remember the shooting the cans, and I mostly remember the end where he's taking all the stuff. He's like, all I need is this paddle and this chair.
Yeah, this here and this. He's so fucking funny. He named his dog Shithead. Yeah. Oh no, Shithead. It's just so stupid, but it's so fucking good.
And then doesn't someone like call him the N-word, and then he knows Kung Fu all of a sudden? He's like,
yeah. It's a fucking wild movie, dude. It's so fucking funny. It's basically like a precursor to Curb, except for, you know, Larry David's not dumb. Yeah. He's just more of an asshole.
Yeah, partners. It's time for your daily affirmation with Yao Minge.
I sent Brian Callen nudes to try and get a guest spot from him at Bill T. Dingle's Chuckle Hut. He told me they were deleted from his phone in like 10 seconds, which is weird because I didn't even use Snapchat. He moves fast on a girl, that guy. I told him I'd crush it because every time I perform, I already imagine the 16 sad incels there just want to have their way with me, but they know the headliner has first dibs. He eventually sent me a lengthy contract to sign, which I autographed quicker than I could read the gender signs on the bathroom at a Bay Area truck stop. I wish I could share more deets with you kind twats, but that's show business, baby. Yao Minge!
That was it.
I love that, dude.
I didn't know it was too fucking no, dude. I mean, including Brian Callen and shit. I was like, but it was like at the time it was.
That's fucking funny. I mean, the Bay Area truck stop. Faster than I could read the gender signs.
I was just trying to think of ridiculous.
Dog. I mean, that is great. Yeah. Wish I could share more with you twice. Love and support fills my heart. Fills my heart faster than a Philly cheesesteak. I'll be at Helium this weekend in Philadelphia. Opening for Fly Blue.
Oh, God. Room allegedly. For a fucking guest set. That was to like 2 people.
12 people.
I don't even think there was 12, dude. That was one of those shows that like, should we even have a show? It was like
short and set show. One of those fucking 60-minute shows.
Good God, dude. That was the saddest thing I ever saw. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you this? I can't, dude. That's dedication though. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not shitting on her for that. If you can get stuff by that, but like, it's just funny to like know that. And she's like, I set a different nude to every headliner, so if someone ever leaks it, I know exactly who did it. And I'm like, cool.
Is that a real thing she said?
Yeah, she did that. That's actually a thing she said. Yeah. But she was like telling, I can't remember if she posted that or told me, because she tells me a lot of stuff when I'm like just hanging out. She would tell me stuff all the time. Be like, okay.
Now, should I react like you react to things to your impression of her? What? Why am I so stupid?